Welcome to CrashMagic. In this video we've got a performance and then a tutorial of another great card trick. I've had a couple of comments lately asking that I credit the original creators of the tricks that I show. Any of you who've watched all my videos will know I do mention where possible this, but sometimes there are tricks I've learnt years ago and I don't know, and there's also times where no one is definitely certain of the origin of a trick. There's no such problems with this trick though. This one is called Colour Scheme and was created by the close-up magician Oscar Weigle. We're going to try something with this deck of cards. This is a standard deck, so 26 red cards and 26 black cards. We're going to see if it's possible for you to separate the red cards from the black cards. Now we don't really need the full pack for this, so we'll just take a selection of cards from the top of the pack. That's probably plenty. I'm now going to cut these cards and then turn over the top two cards. Then cut the cards again and turn over the top two, and I'm going to keep doing that. Now we might end up turning one or two cards we've already turned back over again, but we just want to get a fairly even amount of cards face up and face down within the pack. Let's just do a couple more. Okay, that's probably enough. Okay, I'm now going to give you the cards, and if you could take the cards and put them under the table. Then take the top card and place it on the bottom. Take the next card, turn it over and bring it out from under the table. As it's face up, place it here. Face down, we're going to place them there. So again, top card to the bottom, turn the next card over, bring it out and place it on the face up pile in that case. Now keep repeating that sequence. Top card to the bottom, next card, turn it over and then place it on either the face up or the face down pile. Keep doing that. Maybe just a few more. One more then, and that will do for now. So if you bring the cards out now, and if we look at all the face up cards, we can see that they're all black, and the face down cards are all red. Amazing. Now maybe you think I shuffled the cards in a particular way or set up the cards in an order when I was turning the cards over at the start. So turn all the cards over now, and next if you give them a shuffle. So now all the cards are the opposite way to what they just were, and any order the cards might have been has now been totally altered. Now take the cards back under the table, and again top card to the bottom. Next card, turn it over and bring it out and place it on either the face up or face down pile, and carry on doing that all the way through to the bottom of the pack. You should just have a couple of cards left. Once you get to one card left, just turn it over, bring it out and again place it on the relevant pile. Is that the last card? So even though you turn the pile over and shuffled the cards, you've still managed to separate the cards. All the black cards are in the face up pile and all the red cards are in the face down pile. I hope you enjoyed that performance of Colour Scheme, and if you want to learn how it's done, here's the tutorial. It's really easy and totally self-working, but there is a setup. So you need to set up an even number of cards at the top of the pack in alternating red and black order. Now I use 16 cards, but you could use 14 or 20 or whatever you think works best. You can then either start with those cards or put them on top of the pack and do some false shuffles and controls and then deal off the amount of cards you need. It doesn't matter if you reverse the order because it's still going to be alternating red and black anyway. So once you've done that, you then cut the cards and turn the top two cards over, and you continue to do that. You can do it as many times as you want, but you just really want roughly half of the cards face up and half face down. Of course, every time you do this, you're going to get a red and a black. And if you've come to a card where you've already turned it over, that's fine, you just still turn it over and that will still maintain that red-black order within the pack. So once you've got to a position where you think you've got about roughly half of the cards face up and face down, you can then give the pack to your spectator. And once they've got the pack, you'll ask them to put it under the table. And as in the performance, you just get them to take the top card off the pack and place it on the bottom. Turn the next card face over, obviously they don't know if that's up or down, and then place it out onto the table in a pile of face up and face down cards, and they just need to work their way through the whole pack doing this. So top card to the bottom, next card, turn it over, bring it out and put it on the right pile, face up or face down. Now when it gets to about halfway, so if I've got 16 cards, once it gets to 8 cards out on the table, I'll then ask the spectator to stop at this point, and they can bring the cards out from underneath the table. And at this point we'll have a look at the cards, and we'll just show the fact that all of the face up cards are one colour and all of the face down cards will be the opposite colour. Obviously the spectator is normally quite impressed with this, but this is the real kicker. You then get them to turn the pack over and shuffle the cards. Now as I'm doing here, this is above the table and I did that in the performance. It's actually better if they shuffle the cards underneath the table so that they don't see them at all, and then they can continue exactly as before, placing one card to the bottom, taking the next card, turning it over and bringing it out and putting it on top of the other piles. And it really is quite an astounding thing when they see that even though they've turned the cards over and they've shuffled them, still every face up card will be one colour and every face down card will be the opposite colour. Well, that's the end of this video. If you liked it, please like it and subscribe. If you've got any comments, leave them down below, and see you soon.